Hello there. Joe Biden has sent his secret weapon to Europe. Putin must be quaking in his boots. Yes, the US president has decided to send his secret weapon to the Munich Security Conference, or MSC, instead of attending it himself. Yes, that's right. He has instead sent his deputy, cackling Kamala Harris, to represent the leader of the free world. Not because she's any good, but at least she might not make a hash of negotiating airliner embarkation steps. And she also reportedly has 2 brain cells, and therefore double that of her boss. It'll also be relatively safe, as she won't actually get to meet any Russian government types and accidentally spark a world war, because President Putin of Russia and his team are not attending. I believe they have another more pressing engagement elsewhere to attend to. And with news that the Russian separatist leaders in East Ukraine have given women, children and the elderly priority to be evacuated into Russia and called on all capable men to hold weapons, things are looking very dodgy over there right now. Now the MSC opens today and ends on Sunday. What a great way to spend the weekend! And Kamala will find that especially lonely, as it transpires that due to security concerns, her husband, Doug Emhoff, is not allowed to text her. No, the second gentleman, which is Emhoff's official title, has to communicate with her via her staff. Which is quite amusing, given that our Kamala doesn't seem to be able to hold on to her staff for very long. I gather they keep resigning for some reason or another. Anyway, it seems that if Emhoff wants to have a chat with his dearest, he has to ask her staff to schedule him in. And Kamala Harris isn't helped by American author and Spectator columnist Lionel Shriver calling Harris weirdly lazy, and also said, "Everyone who works for her quits. That's not a good sign." Shriver also said, "I gather she's something of a tyrant, and she doesn't do her homework." Just the sort of high-level political input we need in Europe right now. Oh, and Kamala's domestic approval rating stands at a whopping minus 14.2%. Anyway, Kamala Harris is meant to be delivering an address on Saturday that will show how united Western and NATO countries are on diplomatic, military and economic fronts. This will be her Churchillian moment. And one assumes she won't be in a hurry to bring up the A word. Afghanistan. That unilateral operation by Biden's US that was only unified in the sense that everyone else was forced to go along with it. And that may be why Biden himself isn't going. And I doubt anyone, especially the media, will press her on that particular subject. The press never seem to ask Democrats any searching questions. And I wonder if the German and French rather different stance on Ukraine will be discussed, or just ignored, hoping no one will notice that huge gaping hole in our so-called unity. But now that Boris Johnson himself is attending, we can all assume that the BBC journalists will be asking him all sorts of important Partygate and cake-related questions, because they won't be there to report on the real possibility of a major European conflict. Will they? Please subscribe and like this video, buy a mug and support me on Patreon or PayPal, and thank you for watching.